Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanu, and if you're new here, then please consider subscribing. And thank you so much for all those who have already subscribed to my channel. So, as you know by now that we are going to make a keema biryani. I have used mutton keema, but if you want, you can also use a chicken keema recipe. Totally doable. And because it turned out to be so great, I have to share this recipe with you guys. Do give it a try. Maybe over the weekend, and you will also find the entire recipe and the ingredients in the description box as well. So yeah, without wasting any further time, let's just jump in and enjoy the recipe, guys. Bye. Alright, so keema biryani recipe के लिए सबसे पहले we'll take 3 to 4 medium size onions, slice them. I've taken like 500 grams of keema, put 3/4 cup of curd, red chilies, coriander, turmeric, garam masala, and ginger garlic paste. Along with ginger garlic paste, I also added half a lemon. Mix all of this nicely and let your keema rest. I made it for rest for like about 3 to 4 hours. You can also keep it for rest for like half an hour also, or what you can also do is keep it in the refrigerator a night prior, and then next day you can cook it. Now what I've done is I've fried some onions, 1.5 onion in the oil, and the remaining oil mein I've added ghee, 4-5 cardamoms, shahi jeera, 1 badi ilaichi, some like 5-6 cloves, 1 cinnamon stick, couple of bay leaves. I'll wait for these garam masalas to get heated up nicely and add those onion slices that we did and mix it nicely and wait for it to become little translucent and soft. Meanwhile, what I did is I put this vessel with water for boiling for our rice to cook in this. Once the water came to a boil, I added all these garam masalas and this soaked rice in it. The ratio is 1:1, so if you have half a kg keema, add half kg rice. Now in this onions, like about 5 minutes, it became like this. I added ginger garlic paste, a spoon, and cooked it for like 5 minutes. So this is what it looks like after 5 minutes. Give it a stir, and at this time we'll add our tomatoes in it. I've taken 3 tomatoes, chopped them roughly. You can do a better job in chopping these nicely. Mix well. Now that we have put in our tomatoes, we are going to add our salt, turmeric, coriander, garam masala, red chili again, all of these like about almost like a teaspoon, and give it a stir and let it cook for like 5 to 10 minutes. Now this is what my tomato looks like after 10 minutes. Once it's done, what I'm going to do is add these mint coriander leaves along with green chilies. Mint and coriander are about like 3/4 of a cup. Give it a good mix, and then in about 2 minutes add your well rested keema at this point. So my keema had a little bit of water, so what I did is like mix all the juices with this keema, and then I added this paste, keema paste basically, in my kadhai. Take a bigger kadhai or a wok. Mine was a little smaller. I didn't realize it until this stage, but then it became manageable after a while. So the idea is that you have to slow cook it, cover the lid, keep on cooking it. Initial few minutes you have to keep on stirring it, and then you can also put it, cover it and cook it for like 20 minutes. Meanwhile, my rice got ready. Make sure that you don't overcook your rice. The rice should only be like 80 to 85% done. Drain off all the excess water and just keep it aside. Wait for your keema to get cooked. The step that we did with keema, you can also do it in a pressure cooker. You can pressure cook the keema and give it a few whistles, like 2 to 3 whistles, and that also is something that you can do in a, like not necessary to do it in a kadhai only. Alright, so now that brings us to the stage where we are going to put everything together, like we are going to assemble, but we are going to assemble it like layering. So take a bigger vessel. Mine was a little smaller. Again, First layer is the keema with the juice and all. If your keema has a little bit of water content in it, the juices, it's good because let it get soaked by the rice for the flavor. So I've added first layer of keema, then rice, some ghee, some onion birista that we did, and then again we'll repeat this layer again. So I'm gonna bring in my keema, rice, ghee, onion birista. Repeat it till your entire all the three ingredients are in this vessel. What I'm going to do is cook it indirectly. So I have put a pan on high flame for that to get really nicely heated up, and then on top of that pan I'm going to keep this vessel of mine so that my biryani doesn't get burnt up from the bottom of the pan. And if you don't have a pan, what you can alternatively do is take a pan which has like a very thick base, so that should also do the job and not let your biryani stick from the bottom. So yeah, now once you've layered everything together, like I said, you have to cook it indirectly or directly depending upon whether you have a pan or not. Mostly in Indian houses you will find a tawa, so you can use that. And I kept it for cooking because my rice was already 80 to 85% cooked. I kept it again for like 15 minutes and this was it. And by this point, guys, I can't tell you how nice my house was smelling. We just couldn't wait to dive in. So if you see, that's the tawa, and on top of that I kept my vessel. At this point you can also cover your biryani with like a silver paper foil and then close it with a lid. The idea is that all the flavors and everything should just get absorbed by the rice and it should not escape this vessel. The lid that I'm using is quite tight for this vessel, and it anyway is not going to let anything escape from this, so I didn't use the silver paper. Here what I did is added some food coloring, mixed it in milk along with some kevra jal for that nice flavor, and just randomly placed it, dropped it in my biryani. If you see, I tightly lid my pan now, vessel, and I'll just give it like 10 to 15 minutes. This is the end product, guys. I can't explain this to you. The smell was like it was coming till the lift. I mean, the entire corridor was smelling of this biryani. Yes, this was that good. Do definitely give it a try. It's very easy. Frankly speaking, what you essentially did is like cook your keema separately, like how you would cook your normal chicken and mutton, and cook your rice separately and then just assemble it. That's it, guys. That's it. Again, क्योंकि आप प्लेट कर रहे हैं तो थोड़ा पुदीना फॉर स्टाइलिंग एंड फॉर इट टू लुक गुड, ये तो कस्टमरी है. So yeah, that's the end product. I hope you guys will give it a try and let me know your thoughts, whether you like it or not. Oh my god.